Hello and welcome back to Daily English Listening. I'm Emma, and this is your space to learn English through real, meaningful stories. Today, I want to tell you about someone who dreamed very big dreams, someone who was told no many times, someone who failed again and again, but never stopped. This is not a story about money or fame. It is a story about courage, about believing in yourself when nobody else does, and about understanding that failure is not the end. It is just a step on the path. I have chosen this story because I believe every one of you listening has a dream. Maybe your dream is to speak English fluently. Maybe it is to start a new career, or to move to a new country, or to write a book. Whatever it is, this story is for you. So get comfortable. Close your eyes if you want. And let me take you on a journey. Our story begins in a small town, in a country far from here. A boy was born. Let's call him Alex. Even as a child, Alex was different from other kids. While his friends played sports and talked about popular TV shows, Alex loved to read. He read books about space, about the future, about machines that could think. His teachers said he was too quiet. Other children sometimes laughed at him because he was not interested in the same things they were. Have you ever felt that way? Like you don't fit in? Like your dreams are too strange for the people around you? Alex felt that way every single day. But he did not stop reading. He did not stop asking questions. He asked big questions, questions that made adults uncomfortable. Questions like, why do we do things this way? And, what if we tried something completely different? When Alex was 12 years old, he discovered something that changed his life: a small computer. In those days, computers were not everywhere like they are now. They were rare and expensive. But Alex was curious. He borrowed books from the library and taught himself how to program. No teacher, no class, just him, a book, and a lot of patience. Within a year, he created his first simple game. It was not beautiful, it was not perfect, but it worked. And he sold it for a small amount of money. That was his first taste of creating something from nothing. But life was not easy for Alex. At school, some boys bullied him because he was different. They pushed him. They called him names. One day, the bullying became so bad that he had to go to the hospital. Imagine being hurt just because you love to learn. It is painful, not just physically, but emotionally. Alex later said that those difficult years taught him something important. They taught him that the world can be cruel, but you can choose not to become cruel yourself. You can choose to become stronger inside. That is called resilience, the ability to get back up after you have been knocked down. At home, things were also hard. His parents separated, and he lived with his father. The relationship was difficult and painful. Alex felt alone much of the time, but when he felt alone, he read. He imagined. He dreamed. He dreamed of a future where humans could travel to other planets. He dreamed of machines that could help solve big problems. Most teenagers dreamed about the weekend or about getting a new phone. Alex dreamed about saving humanity. Big dreams. Maybe too big, some people said. But Alex did not listen to those people. He kept dreaming. When Alex was 17, he made a decision that surprised everyone. He decided to leave his home country. He wanted more opportunities. He wanted to be in a place where big dreams were possible. He moved to a new country with almost no money. He worked small jobs, cleaning, lifting heavy things, doing whatever he could to survive. He lived in small rooms. He ate cheap food. But he was not sad because he was moving toward his dream. He went to university and studied physics and economics. Physics taught him how the universe works. Economics taught him how people make choices. He loved learning. He stayed in the library for hours. His professors noticed that he was special, Not because he was the smartest, but because he asked questions that nobody else asked. After university, he was accepted into a very famous PhD program. This was a huge honor. His family was proud. His friends congratulated him. But after only 2 days, Alex did something shocking. He left. He left the PhD program. Why? Because he saw that the internet was becoming the future. This was the 1990s, when the internet was new and strange. Many people did not understand it. They said it was just a trend. But Alex believed the internet would change everything. So he took a huge risk. He left school and started a small company with his brother. They worked day and night. They slept in their small office because they could not afford an apartment. They showered at a local gym. They ate peanut butter sandwiches for weeks. Their friends thought they were crazy. Their family was worried. But Alex and his brother believed in their idea. They created a service that helped small businesses put their information online. Slowly, people started to notice. Investors, people who give money to new companies, became interested. After a few years, a larger company bought Alex's company for a lot of money. Alex became a millionaire at the age of 27. For most people, this would be the end of the story. They would buy a nice house. They would travel. They would relax. But for Alex, this was just the beginning. He did not see money as a final goal. He saw money as fuel, like gasoline for a car. Fuel helps you go further, and Alex wanted to go very, very far. He started another company, an online bank. This was a new and scary idea. People did not trust the internet with their money. They said, "What if someone steals my information?" But Alex believed that the future would be digital. He was right again. That company grew and eventually became a huge success. It was sold for more than $1 billion. Alex earned hundreds of millions of dollars. Now he was not just a millionaire, he was a multimillionaire. So what did he do? Did he retire to a beach? No. He did something that made the whole world laugh at him. He decided to build rockets. Yes, rockets. Alex believed that humans must become a multi-planet species. That means living on more than one planet. He was worried about Earth. What if a big disaster happens? What if we destroy our own planet? He believed we need a backup plan, and that backup plan is Mars. So he started a rocket company. He put millions of his own dollars into it. The experts laughed. Governments build rockets, they said, not one man. You are crazy, they said. You will lose all your money. But Alex did not care. He hired smart engineers. He worked alongside them, learning everything he could about rockets. He slept in the factory. He ate at his desk. Then came the first test launch. Everyone was nervous. The rocket went up and then exploded. Pieces fell into the ocean, millions of dollars gone in seconds. Alex gathered his team. He said, "We learned something. Let's try again." The second launch also exploded. The third launch, explosion again. 3 failures. 3 explosions. The media called him a fool. His investors were scared. His company was running out of money. At the same time, another company Alex had started, an electric car company, was also in big trouble. Building cars is expensive. There were delays, problems with the batteries, problems with the factory. Both companies were close to dying. By 2008, Alex was almost bankrupt. Bankrupt means having no money left and unable to pay your debts. He had put all his money into his dreams. Now he had almost nothing. He had to make a difficult choice. He took his very last money and divided it between the 2 companies. He told his team, "I believe in both dreams. We will succeed or we will fail together." Then, something incredible happened. The 4th rocket launch. It worked. The rocket went up, separated as it should, and reach space. It was the first time a private company had ever done that. The team cried. Alex cried. Years of failure, and finally, success. That same year, the electric car company received a big investment that saved it from bankruptcy. The cars became popular. People realized that electric cars could be fast, beautiful, and good for the planet. Alex did not become successful overnight. He failed 4 times with rockets. He almost lost everything twice. But he never stopped. He once said, "Failure is an option. If you are not failing sometimes, you are not trying hard enough." Think about that sentence. Failure is an option. Most of us are so afraid to fail that we never really try. We stay in our comfort zone. We don't apply for that job. We don't start that business. We don't speak English because we are afraid of making mistakes. But Alex teaches us that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every time his rocket exploded, he learned something. Every mistake taught him how to improve. So, what can you and I learn from Alex's journey? I want to share 5 lessons that have helped me, and I hope they help you too. Lesson 1. Curiosity is more important than talent. Alex was not the smartest person in every room, but he was the most curious. He asked questions. He read constantly. He wanted to understand how things work. Curiosity will take you further than natural talent ever will. Lesson 2. Being different is a strength, not a weakness. As a child, Alex was bullied for being different. But those differences, his love of reading, his big questions, his strange dreams, were exactly what made him successful. So if you feel different, do not hide it. That difference is your gift. Lesson 3. Failure is not the end. It is a teacher. Alex failed 3 rocket launches before he succeeded. He almost lost all his money. But he treated each failure as a lesson. When you make a mistake in English, do not feel ashamed. Say to yourself, "What did I learn?" And then try again. Lesson 4. Money is fuel, not the destination. Alex became a millionaire at 27. He could have stopped, but he used his money as fuel to go further. What is your fuel? Maybe it is time, energy, or passion. Use it to move toward your dream, not to buy things that do not matter. Lesson 5. Believe in yourself when no one else does. Everyone laughed at Alex's dream of rockets. Everyone said he was crazy, but he believed in himself. And that self-belief kept him going through the explosions and the bankruptcies. You need to be your own biggest supporter. Now I want to ask you a question. What is your big dream? Maybe it is to speak English so well that you can have conversations without fear. Maybe it is to travel to a country you have always dreamed of. Maybe it is to change your career, or to start a small business, or to write a book, or to learn a new skill. Your dream does not have to be as big as building rockets. It just has to be yours. And here is the most important thing. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to succeed on the first try. You just have to start. Take one small step today. Then another small step tomorrow. That is how rockets are built, one piece at a time. That is how English is learned, one word at a time. If this story touched your heart, please write in the comments, what is one small step you will take today toward your dream? For example, I will practice English for 10 minutes. Or, I will write down my goal. Your words might inspire someone else who is feeling stuck. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other English learners find our channel. And subscribe to Daily English Listening, because every day we learn English and we learn how to become a little bit braver. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, failure is an option. Giving up is not. Keep dreaming, keep trying, keep listening. I'm Emma, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.